The Japanese policing model. Research and analysis. Social culture context. Japan has a unique culture context with a strong social cohesion, high levels of trust and autonomy, and a low crime rate. Its policing model reflects this strong social cohesion. Cultural homogeneity. Japan is a relatively homogeneous society with a shared culture, identity, and values that promotes harmony and cooperation. This homogeneity contributes to a strong sense of belonging and shared understanding of societal norms. High trust and authority. Historical stability. Japan has a long history of related stability and peace. With a strong institution and well-established legal framework, this has contributed to a sense of security and trust in government and law enforcement. Low crime rate. Prevention over punishment. Japanese policing focuses heavily on crime prevention through proactive strategies like community engagement, education, and early intervention programs. This reduces the opportunity for crime to occur. Organizational structure and hierarchy. National Police Agency or NPA, a centralized hierarchical structure with a strong emphasis on discipline and order. Centralized authority. The NPA acts as the central governing body for all police activities in Japan. It sets a national policies, standards, and procedures for the entire police force. Hierarchical structure. The NPA operates within a strict hierarchical structure, emphasizing discipline, obedience, and order. This clear chain of command and officers are expected to follow structure, instruction, and maintain discipline. Emphasize on order. The NPA prioritizes maintaining order and public safety. This focuses on order is rooted in Japan cultural value of wa or harmony, and this desire to prevent social disruption. Prefectural police. Regional police forces operates under the NPA's guidance. Regional police. Japan is divided into 47 prefectures, each with its own prefectural police force. These forces are responsible for policing these respective regions and pay oversights. The NPA provides overall guidance and oversight to the prefectural police, ensuring that they adhere to the national standards and police policies. Coordination and collaboration. The prefectural police forces work closely with NPA and each other to address issues that extend beyond region boundaries, such as organized crime or terrorism. Kuban police boxes. Small community-based police stations, often staffed by a single officer, act as focal points for community engagement. Community-based policing. The Kuban system is a unique aspect of Japanese policing. These small, often single-officer police stations are strategically located in local communities, usually in residential areas. Focal points for engagement. Kuban serves as a vital link between the police and community. They act as focal points for community interaction, problem solving, and crime prevention initiatives. Building relation. Kuban officers are encouraged to build strong relationship with the local residents, fostering trust and encouraging communication. Proactive policing. Kuban officers engage in proactive policing, including patrolling their areas, attending community events, and participating in neighborhood watch programs.
Technological integration and innovations. CCTV surveillance. Extensive use of CCTV cameras, particularly in public areas. Ubiquitous surveillance. Japan has a vast network of CCTV cameras, particularly in public areas like train stations, shopping malls, and streets. This extensive surveillance network is used to deter crime, monitor public spaces, and aid investigations. Data collection and analysis. CCTV footage provides a valuable source of data that can be analyzed to identify crime patterns, track suspects, and provide evidence. Focus on public safety. The emphasis on public safety and other justifies the use of CCTV in Japan, although there are concerns about privacy. Data analytics. Utilizing data to identify crime hotspots and allocate resources. Crime hotspots identification. Police departments in Japan utilize data analytics tools to analyze crime data, identifying patterns, trends, and hotspots. This helps them to allocate resources strategically and deploy officers to areas where they are most needed. Predictive policing. While not as prevalent as in some other countries, Japan is exploring predictive policing techniques to anticipate criminal activity based on historical data and social factors. Resource optimization. By using data analytics to understand crime trends, the police can more effectively manage resources and allocate them to areas with higher crime rates or potential risk.
Comparative analysis. Comparative table. You could create a table comparing the Japanese model of the other models like the UK's community policing model or the US more centralized paramilitary approach case studies. Examples: the successful integration of the Koban system and local communities to reduce crime and build trust. Propose a hybrid innovative model. Synthesis of best practice. Kuban system adaptable for other cultures with community engagement strategies.
United Kingdom policing. Organizational structure and hierarchy. The UK employs a decentralized model with 43 territorial police forces in England and Wales, along with separated forces in Scotland and Northern Ireland. Each force has operational independence under the Chief Constable, accountable to a Police and Crime Commissioner (PCC). This structure balances local autonomy with national oversight. Community engagement strategies. Community policing is central, emphasizing collaboration between police and communities. These include neighborhood policing, problem-oriented policing, and engagement with local groups. Crime prevention and enforcement tactics. Tactics vary across forces, but often include intelligence-led policing, proactive patrols, and targeted interventions. The UK police are generally unarmed, promoting a less confrontational approach. Effectiveness and challenge. The UK models has formed public trust and improved community relations in many areas. However, challenges include budget constraint, rising crime rates in some areas, and public scrutiny of police conduct. United States policing model. Organizational structure and hierarchy. The US has highly fragmented system with thousands of independent local, states, and federal agencies. This led to inconsistencies in training, resource, and enforcement practices. Community engagement strategies. While community policing is promoted, its implementation varied widely. Some areas actively engage with communities while others maintain a more traditional reactive approach. Crime prevention and enforcement tactics. Tactics range from highly militarized response to community-based programs. The use of force remains a significant concern, particularly in relation to racial bias. Technological integration and innovation. Technology is increasingly used include body cameras, predictive policing software, and drone surveillance. However, concern exists about privacy violation and algorithmic bias. Effective and challenges. The US system faces challenges in addressing crime effectively and equitably due to its fragmentation and inconsistent application of community policing. High rates of gun violence and police brutality remain significant problems. Proposed hybrid model. Hybrid model could draw on the strengths of all three. A central structure for core coordination and a resource allocation like Japan, combined with decentralized units for local responsiveness. like the UK, community engagement would be paramount, utilizing the Kuban models accessibly and proactively approach. Technology would be integrated, strategically focusing on crime prevention and data-driven decision-making, while prioritizing ethical consideration and community trust. These models would also include robust training programs emphasizing de-escalation techniques and cultural sensitivity to address issues of police brutality and racial bias. A national task force could address transnational crime like terrorism, cybercrime, and human trafficking.